donkeys having sex. You guys missed that.
Missed that one.
Yeah,
That's right.
that was in that one area. So the two donkeys.
And I'm really not disappointed with that.
Okay. Couldn't stand it. I have to go out. We go camping. We're going camping. Let's say we're going camping. I'm going camping. I'm in the Ford. Yes, the Range Rover is still being worked on, but I didn't want to pass up this weather, and I didn't want to pass up an opportunity to go see the Eclipse. Dun dun dun. I didn't bring enough firearms for the apocalypse that is supposed to happen while the eclipse is going on, so I'm gonna be moderately disappointed if a real eclipse actually brings on a complete total apocalypse and I'm not firearm ready. But I think I'll risk it this one time. I'm third in line of 3, and Larry and Mark are ahead of me in their trucks, and we're gonna go down and take a look at some sites here in southern Oklahoma. It's windy as hell today, insane windy. I'd say 25 with gusts above 30. I'll confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. And the allergy index today is 11.6 of 12. So it about doesn't get any worse than this today. We're making our first turn, so you get turn signals. And Noble's putting a double divided highway in their south side of their town. Good only knows why. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of traffic back here now. So, yeah. Ooh, whoops. The first obstacle of the day was a tree fell across the highway, and they partially cleared it up, so there were a lot of bunch of branches and stuff on it. You can only imagine that there's some guy out there in a racer worried about his front air dam being ripped off by the branches on the road. So I'm sure he slowed down to 2 to crawl over it. But anyway, we're on our way. I'll probably shoot some more video when we get closer to where we're going. And that'll be it. It's gonna be a fun day. Sun's shining. I think there's supposed to be weather tonight, so it might be scary, but yawn. Wouldn't be Oklahoma if there wasn't weather going on, so I'd be disappointed if there wasn't weather. All right, that's it for now. We made it down to the Lexington Wildlife Management Area. It's a hunting ground, free hunting ground here in Oklahoma. We're just driving around on the dirt roads or gravel roads, I guess. Just checking it out. Don't know if I'd stay here overnight unless it was non-hunting season. I think it's rabbit and something else season right now. Not a lot of people here, so it's not too bad. But yeah, we're just kind of doing a check it out kind of deal, touring all the deals. Dahlgren Lake is here, and I assume we'll make our way to that eventually. Like I said, the wind is blowing like crazy. Tall grass is bending over. It's a pond, not a lake. That's a pond. It's probably not the lake. Anyway, nonetheless. Okay, first campsite. We're here. My camp. Mark's working on his Gazelle. Larry's working on his, what do they call that again?
Right vine.
Right vine truck bed camping tent. Okay, so we're facing into the wind. This is the least windy spot on the site. We tried a bunch. A lovely site over by the lake, but the wind was coming right off the lake. So that would be a pass. It'll probably be 20 degrees cooler over there tonight than it would be over here. Not that we're worried about that, but yeah, so there we have it. And we are preparing for wind, so Mark is tacking everything down dutifully.
Otherwise, it's a 90-second setup.
Otherwise, it's 90 seconds, according to Mark. And
No, not according to Mark.
not Mark. Gazelle says 90 seconds. We're well past 90 seconds. We're halfway through a beer. So I'm going to go with that as maybe.
All right, get it on the other side.
Yep.
We'll be getting you some beefier.
Beefier steaks. Definitely beefier steaks. We talked about you can get these giant nails from the hardware store, literally 8-inch nails, and they're as big around as your pinky.
I want 9-inch nails.
9-inch nails. I don't even know a 9-inch nails song, or I would hum one right now.
I don't either.
Okay, I'll find one for a clip for the video, I'm sure. And then you put washers on those, and you can put paracord or cabling on the washers, and then you can wrench them out of the ground when they decide not to come out like they want to so frequently. And Larry's working on his. Oh, the sun. That's encouraging.
Here comes the sun.
And I say,
It's all right.
it's all right.
One thing about this, straps that hook on things do exactly that.
I swallowed
A
a
lot
bug.
of things that you don't want them to hook to, so
Oh, they hook on stuff you don't want. Oh yeah.
they're always hooking on something.
We talked about that the last time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swallowed a bug. Yeah, I got a bug. Right in my mouth when I was trying to drink beer. That's really disappointing.
It screws up the taste of the beer, doesn't it?
It actually tasted a lot like the beer, so maybe that's good. Yeah, it's not as bad as it seemed. All right, camp in sight. I'm going to start on the kitchen and start getting ready for food, getting ready to eat or whatever. I'm gonna start the food at some point later and get that. We ambitiously brought fishing poles, but didn't camping where we could fish yet, so we'll see. It's a plan. It's evolving as we go. All we know is we're gonna be at Fort Towson tomorrow, and then from there, who knows. We did bring firearms just in case an apocalypse does break out during the apocalypse of epic proportions from the eclipse. So we'll have to see how all that goes. All right, here it goes. All right,
Grab a side.
grab a side. Does it matter if you do one then the next, or does it?
Nope,
No?
we're gonna see.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking maybe
Opposites attract.
maybe I should have pulled the sides out first since the wind's coming this way.
Ah,
May have pulled the wrong one first.
well, I don't think it's going anywhere with those stakes in the ground, so you're probably all right.
Oh, go on to.
A gazelle tent in slow motion being put up. All you see on the videos online are fast motion with a camera running. Yeah, whatever. In non-windy conditions, I guarantee they're putting this up in Michigan. And then the last one completes the sides. And then you leave it down and put the rain fly on. Because if you don't put the rain fly on, it will rain. But if you put the rain fly on, it won't rain.
We're expecting rain tonight anyway. So.
But it will heavily do. Yeah, we are expecting rain tonight, so that will dampen our enthusiasm for tomorrow for sure.
Alright. So, these little poles right here.
These right here? And then, oh,
And it
lovely.
goes right in. And we have a kite.
Woohoo! Looks like a sail on a boat.
Kite.
Interesting. I have one of these. I know I told you guys, but I think I have one of these. Or I might have the other fancier one. I'm not sure. Is there a fancier one or is this the fancy one?
There's T4 and then there's T4 Overland. T4 Overland has
I don't know which one I have. I might just have this one. For what I paid for it, I probably just have this one. Okay, I should have probably helped on this side.
Good. I got
You
it.
got it?
Yeah, I got
okay.
it. It's just thinking about which side to secure first.
All right. It's nice of the guys to grind up all the trees around here. So we have a ready-made fire pit kindling. If we get to have a fire tonight, we'll see. Because
And we
it's
secure that.
kind of one of those nights. Okay, I'm gonna turn to on the kitchen and more video later. All right, so we're unpacking all of our camp. I've never shown my camp kitchen before, but you can see that it comes in one of the lovely Vietnam era aluminum boxes from military surplus. I paid too much for this, so don't go try to find these. But they are watertight. They do have a seal. So here it is. I have too much crap in here, but the good parts are here. This is if we're boondocking and we want power. Then I have this lovely little
Many times
kit.
we boondocked with
Once.
power.
Once, but we didn't use it.
We didn't have
We went to Moore. No, I had this
Oh,
at
that's
Moore.
true. We
I
did.
had this at Moore. We didn't use it.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
so
right.
this I won. My wife won at work, and so I stole it from her because she never cooks. And it is everything's in here, kitchen spatulas and everything. Super cool. Got my spoon, serving spoon. Got my tongs. I have my tactical spork from K-Bar. Yes, it is a knife as well. My cutting knife, can opener. When we never drink wine, I have a wine thing. Okay, so that's the first lovely device. And then the premium tray with teak wood inserts. One of the inserts is missing. Where did that go? And we just take them off to wash it so you don't tear them up.
I think it's an accent, not an insert.
It's an accent. It's an accent?
It's an accent.
I'm blaming the Jack Daniels and Coke you made me drink. All right. Trash bags, because we went on a trip one time and didn't bring a single trash bag. Now I have enough for all the trips I'll ever make for the rest of my life.
Well, I have some in the back of my truck. I
And
keep
Larry
now,
brought
too.
some too,
Yeah.
so that's even better. Oh, I found the other accent.
There you go.
Accent. There it is. All right. So those work really nice.
The challenge is that the kit is laid out for how many?
This is laid out for 2.
How many do we have?
3.
So Mark,
Somebody's going hungry.
Mark, how big are your hands? How big are your hands?
Have you held a hot steak in your hands recently?
Brought my own.
So-
to take care
No,
of
good
that.
call. Solid. Okay, so this is
no
like,
confidence
Yeah.
in the party.
this is another one of those things that your wife buys and thinks is a really great idea and then doesn't use it. But it has sugar. We're gonna have my rum toddies. It has whatever the hell that
Also
is.
helps with blood clotting.
Cajun and garlic.
From
Oh,
the
it does?
Yeah.
No,
From the
my nurse
nurse.
says that we're covered on that. And then sea salt here at the top, and it's a giant clump. So that's probably throwaway.
I was gonna say, don't ask about expiration date. It's spicy.
None of that
Don't
expires.
look at my medical kit either.
None of that
right.
We're talking
expires.
That's right.
Salt doesn't expire. I'm
That's
pretty
exactly.
solid at that. We have run into this a few times, had trouble with it. Did it stop?
No.
Oh, okay.
I got
Oh,
it.
Larry's.
I got a
Okay.
hand off.
All right, new cameraman. Oh, I like your. You should be like Martin Scorsese there. That's fabulous.
I am related to him.
Is that
6
right?
degrees of separation, you know.
Sweet. All right, so we needed this for cooking on eggs, and I bought, or my wife tossed threw away a pan that I thought, there's nothing wrong with this pan, so it is now my new egg pan.
Turn it around. Let's see it. Is that a nice piece of Revere? Oh, it's Revere ware.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. You know, you can get a little copper polish and polish that right up.
You know, I don't really care. So, but yes, thank you for sharing that with me. Usually when I put it in the dishwasher with the, what's that blue stuff that's supposed to take the drops off? These things just polish right off. I don't know what it is, but she wanted to throw that away. All right. And then also I have 2 muffin pans. And you say, oh, Eric, do you have muffins when you go camping? No, but you know what these are? Now it's an oven.
Perfect.
So we heat up our, we can heat up our rolls in here and they work great. That was a cheap fix too. Boil pot water pan, and then absolutely must have a Lodge cast iron, which I'll cook the steaks on and the taters on tonight. Then another pan for boiling water, which we use to clean dishes most of the time, or to make toddies with your rum. Toothpicks. This is my son's drinking cup. I don't know why I threw that in there. Then I have
Did that come
this.
from the hospital?
It did.
Yeah.
And then I have this, 2 fire sticks, toilet paper, or surgical towel, not for surgery, and oh, another can of this. Wow, I was really on the ball there. And then more, probably expired seasoned salt, but going with that. I also keep a very sharp axe in there.
We went off. I don't know if we lost power here.
I shouldn't have stopped it yet. No, the battery's good. It should have been, it just does a 5-minute. Oh, it's still running. Oh, no.
Okay.
So it's still running. The screen goes off. So
Yeah,
just
cameraman.
guess. So just guess.
Novice cameraman.
I can't turn that on. I guess there's a setting for that. I can turn it on. Okay, so this is a military can, ammo can, which you probably are all very familiar with, but you can see I have camp fuel. So this is my camp fuel can so that it doesn't leak all over the place. So my white gas is in here. And also some Vietnam era burn tabs, which supposedly have a 36-month life cycle, but these are now 36 years old. Compressed trioxane fuel. So I'll probably try some of those later because I want to know if those actually still work. But sealed, so it doesn't splash and ruin everything in there. So I have the second stove in case the first stove fails. I have a very fancy Denali. This is awesome, by the way. This is an Exponent Denali model 9790. This will boil water in a freaking heartbeat in a freaking thunderstorm. So it works once you get it running. It's pretty great. Every kind of fuel you can imagine in it. Screw on fuel. I even have a jar, a thing where I can actually put like white gas in it. So it does it all. So just in case, I always have that one with me too. And it goes in the special file box. Scrubbers for pan cleaning. What else is in here? Napkins, linen dinnerware. Napkins, more linen napkins. These are probably more for like stopping wounds and stuff, but anyway. And then I have a kit of very dry wood so that I need it. I have it. That's all there. And then the piece de resistance. I just cut myself with my very sharp axe. Good job, Eric. It's my 1963 426C Coleman stove. Yes, my dad bought this in 1963 and I refurbed it. Oh, I've got it on backwards. Let me turn it around. And I refurbished it and it cooks great. Yeah, nice. First wound of the week. Anyway, it works amazingly well for it to be older than me. So, but that's basically the camp kitchen. I will be cooking on using this here very shortly. There are fancier, nicer things you can purchase, but the fun part about all of this, I have a whopping $25 in this whole kit because I either inherited it or I got it really cheap at a garage sale or I bought it really cheap from somewhere else. You don't have to spend a bunch of money to do this, people. You really don't. So, all right, next I'm going to get a nurse to give me a bandage. I'm not leaking, but it's enough that I probably ought to put a Band-Aid on it. Okay, that's the camp kitchen, cooking and drinking. That's what is going to happen the rest of the night. You'll be lucky if I give you more. All right, it's dinner cooking time. Larry brought out his because I was worried about it getting hot enough with the wind blowing, but He brought out his, what is this, a Coleman?
Yes.
So Coleman clamshell something or other. Huh? Coleman Go. Hold and go.
Fold it in half.
Fold and
Fold and go.
fold and go. I wondered how long it'd take him to yell at me. Fold and go. Anyway, it's boiling the taters nicely. That's olive oil. So those are going to be golden fried olive oil. Steaks, flat iron style, in a pan, and yeast rolls. Johnny! Those are so good. I think those are done though, so we probably can turn off the stove over here. All right, so those are ready to roll. Those are
Oh, that was a nice pun.
medium roll. Oh, ready to roll. Oh, I had a pun and I didn't even know it. Oh, well done. Well played, Mark. Thank you for calling that out. Yeah, so that's thinner steaks on flat iron. That's the key to that secret. These are going to be fine. They're just medium rare right now. We're just going to let them go a little longer and they'll be ready to rock. Mark's stirring the taters. Nice. Are they softening that? Everybody looks soft? Getting soft.
Getting
yeah,
there.
they're getting there. And then Larry brought out Jack and Coke or something. I can't remember the last time I drank Jack, but it tasted the same as it did the last time I drank it 30 years ago or whatever. But anyway, we're enjoying that too. As much as you can enjoy Jack and Coke. Anyway. Getting it done. So this is on the propane thing right there. So I'd be lying if I didn't think about how a future set of me would have onboard propane for a heater in the Range Rover and propane to cook with. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about how that was going to happen in the future. So it will happen in the future, but not in this iteration of the Range Rover. But yeah, that is something I've been thinking about heavily. Once I saw Ace Dennis and his setup with his propane Propex heater or whatever they call that for his tent camping, and he's taking it up into the mountains of Colorado, so it works up there, and that's really well. That's where you really want to get it. I have had one too many beverages. That's really want that to work. So that will be something that we'll be thinking about in the future. All right, more when we start eating. Let's get some at a time. Dinner is consumed. Beverages are being drank. Phones are being checked. Larry's futzing with his tent because there's a flap that flaps. It's the one that goes between the cab and the bed, and it flaps at night and it keeps him awake. So he's working on that. My suggestion was pool noodle. Yeah, pool noodles on your tent lines makes them a lot more visible. Yeah, I've seen those lines that have the little lights on them too. Mm-hmm. Those could not be bad. I'm like a famous trip over your tent stuff guy, so yeah.
That's why I went ahead and grabbed the orange paracord.
Orange paracord for the win. Very visible until it's dark and raining, and then not maybe so much because rain's in your eyes and all that. There's a mule or a horse or something over there, yeah, campers.
I got 2 horses.
2 horses? That looks like a mule. That's the ugliest horse I've ever seen.
Maybe that is a mule and horse on the other side, or
maybe it's 2 mules. It looks like 2 mules. Turkey season's next weekend, so all the hardcore turkey hunters have already set up. And I saw 1 turkey female on the other side of the lake walk by the road when I was scouting for a new spot to camp, but we went ahead and came back to the original spot, so we went with that. But turkey season next week. What did Hunter say? The biologist, 1 tom?
1 tom
per year.
Yeah.
So 1 tom. Apparently they are short of turkeys down here. We are not in the metro area. Mark sent a picture. Send me that picture. I'll post it up on there whenever you get around to it. No big deal. Turkey at 100 and what?
119th and Western.
119th.
It was October last year.
October last year. 119th and Western. turkey walking around in the parking lot of 7-Eleven. That is in town. There's not any, there might be a field or a creek or two down there, right? Not much open space.
A little bit of woods back behind.
A little woods, all right.
Yeah, but it's
A little bit of woods. There's still a little undeveloped land under there, over there, but that's pretty far south of town, but that is in the middle of lots of stuff going on, so. Did you get the tape on it, Larry?
No, I came up with another option.
Pool noodle?
No, I didn't have one of those. So I took a replacement tent pole piece and wedged it in. So we'll see how long it takes for it to fall out.
Okay.
So
if I pass it on the road tomorrow,
it won't make it that far. It won't make it out of this camping area.
no, that's probably true. You're right. You're right.
Once I take the tent out, it won't be jammed in there anymore.
Ah.
Because it's jammed in between the cab and between the tent pole and the cab of the truck.
Okay.
Once I get in there, start moving around and moving the truck, we'll see if it stays in position.
Fingers crossed.
Or less wind.
I'm not counting on that.
So if we don't have as much wind, then I want to have the vibrating
true.
fabric against there. So
Thunderstorms almost always mean wind, though.
got it.
Okay. And according to weatherman Mark, we have a cell headed towards us, so we are promised to get some.
Well, Lorianne said that they had straight line winds and rain, straight line rain when they were leaving the house. So
In Noble?
I looked at my house. No.
Oh, your house?
And then I looked at the Ring cameras that I got, and it was raining pretty good.
Oh shoot.
So
it's straight line winds in Norman where we just left. So yeah, I guess there's storms all over the state then.
So
wow, lovely. You can kind of see it's kind of doing. It's starting to darken up anyway. And that's the way the wind's coming, so that's where they'll come from. Come past us that way. Is that my phone buzzing?
Yes.
yeah, that was me sending that to you.
Oh, good, nice. So I'll post that picture up where I said I would post it up, but that's super
it's
fun.
not raining now.
Larry's checking his Ring camera.
It's not raining now. But
Take it
actually,
off.
Looks like past Norman now.
yeah. Actually, looks like it was coming from the. It looks like coming from the east to west because there's not any. Front of my driveway, in front of my garage door is all dry.
East to west? That's not good.
Look, front of the garage
Yeah.
door, it's all dry.
That's
So,
weird.
but
East to west rain. That doesn't normal.
my
That's
back
not normal.
porch- My back porch is also dry. So I don't know
That's weird.
what direction.
Huh.
Usually- Maybe it's just coming straight south.
See how much water's on the pool cover.
I got some standing water in my backyard.
So I guess a lot of rain. That's what I'm going with.
Well, they said that they got Cameron said, over half an inch in that hour
Oh,
and a half there.
half an inch in an hour and a half.
Right on there.
That's a bit of rain. All right, I think that's it for day one. Sleeping in the truck tonight. There's my 99-cent trasharoo on the back of the truck. And yeah, then we're gonna make our way to Fort Towson tomorrow. Unless we find some really super cool way to get there, there won't be any pictures.
Is there any timeline when we can't get there too early? Okay.
If there is, I'll just text her and say, we're here.
Okay.
Come open the gate.
Okay.
I would guess no. I think they have operating hours on Sundays. So it's a state historical site, so I expect they'll be there.
Okay.
Somebody will be there anyway, I think. Not worried about it. We can always go into the big town of Fort Towson.
Driving out of here, you went and looked around the lake because I was looking at there's a route here north of this WMA to go and drive, but I don't know if it's worth it from what you saw already.
Oh, you might see a turkey. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got to have the lions and tigers and bears.
Yes, lions and tigers and bears. We had emus. Those were not ostriches. Those are emus. Llamas.
The emu, yes.
We saw
I think it was an alpaca.
alpacas.
I don't think it was a lot. I think it was an alpaca.
Alpacas.
You're gonna do that to me, I'm doing it to you.
So we had alpacas and emus, and is it
Cattle.
We had cows, buffalo.
I didn't see a buffalo.
There was buffaloes in that one little spot.
Squirrels. Super muddy, pretty good sized snapping turtle.
Yep. I got a picture of that. And then you saw a black snake.
So big black snakes that I straddled. I thought it was a stick. I straddled it anyway. And then it kind of it looked like it kind of looked up like a cobra, but it wasn't. I know it's not. It's the black snake. And then it went off to the side of the road before Mark got to it.
And a turkey.
And a turkey raced me running for a few seconds and then
took off flying.
Yeah.
I swear to all things holy that turkeys could fly.
That's right. Les Nessman.
Les Nessman.
That's it. Look that up, everybody.
I'll probably have a clip of it. I'll probably insert a clip. That's one of the funniest things on WKRP. Probably the most requested episode. That was hilarious. Oh, the humanity.
Nothing they can do.
That's so funny. What else did we? Donkeys having sex. You guys missed that.
Missed that one.
Yeah,
that's right.
That was in that one area. So the two donkeys.
And I'm really not disappointed with that.
Not majorly not disappointed in that.
Guys that ruined the water crossing opportunity.
Yes, or one chance to have a water crossing.
They were actually working
with signs and everything. They were poking holes in the ground and had moved the road so the freaking water wouldn't run across it anymore. Whatever. What are you doing to us? You don't know. Literally, signs. When water present, do not cross. It's like, no, that's exactly why we're here. So, except it was dirty mud roads, and if you did cross it there and it was washed out, you would lose your vehicle for life.
It would, correct.
That would be bad.
It would not stink like that place we ran through.
Oh my God. What, was that Ulaga Lake?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so bad.
Dusty.
Dirty road.
Long, probably a 20-yard stretch of mud. And
God, that stuff stunk.
Plowing through it, and then realized how bad it smelled.
Oh, it was so bad.
We had to go.
Yeah, and then we went to.
We ran into a dead end.
We went to a dead end, and I didn't want to drive across.
There's still mud on the inside.
That was so bad. It smelled so bad. And it smelled all the way home. That's what, it didn't quit smelling. That sucked. Drive 2 hours with that smell coming up under the truck.
Yeah.
Just mud, bog, whatever you want to call it.
Stale,
just staley.
That's right.
Creek. Oh, yeah. So bad. But
hey, we did it.
We did it. If you'd had any kind of close to AT tires, we might have gone on straight and tried to.
That's true.
And then we'd both still be there waiting for someone to come pull us out. Without a winch, that would have been folly, and we didn't have a winch, so good thing we didn't go.
Hey, you hadn't even bought a tow strap yet.
No. I didn't even bring one.
I've got one now.
Yeah, I didn't even bring my eyelet thingy.
It's not a yank strap, it's just a regular tow strap.
I brought zero recovery gear for this trip, so I did not anticipate us mud bogging it.
I just got it in the truck all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a pass, I think. Yeah. Well, your fire things took off.
That's good.
So bully for you on
my free gift.
Your free gift on.
Are you smelling evergreen?
Well, it was downwind of me, so I'm going with no.
I don't think I smelled evergreen before we started burning them, but once they burned, I doubted that they would smell evergreenish.
Yeah, no evergreen on that one.
Yeah.
All right, day one's over. I already said that once. It's actually over this time because I'm turning the camera off.
See ya.
Adios.
If I can figure out how to turn the camera off. Good morning, day two. We had a thunderstorm last night. It rained a little bit. I'm gonna give the thunderstorm, what do you think, Mark? C? That wasn't even impressive.
Yeah, tried with one wind gust, you guys.
It tried with one wind gust, but it's gonna get a. We're gonna give them a C- on the storm. It was pretty weak for a storm. I've seen
Which is
worse.
fine. Which is fine.
Yeah, no complaints about that, right?
Exactly.
Anyway, the Gazelle tent gets a B+. Apparently it leaked at the, what'd you call that point?
Eye bolts.
The eye bolts on the
bolts,
sides.
tie downs
But
on
we're
the side.
thinking about maybe, we're thinking why it would do that. So some thoughts about that anyway.
Screwed it too tightly.
Screwed it too tightly, yeah. Could have been just about anything.
Maybe it needs another little washer in there to seal it.
Yeah. Maybe another washer. Could be. I don't know.
Should be easy enough.
A-.
A- on the, say it again, the right
Line.
truck bed camper.
Little tiny bit of water right at the corner where the two zippers come together
Okay.
this morning. So barely the minus.
Yeah, that's the minus
It wasn't
part.
it wasn't a solid day because it did have a little bit in here. But didn't notice any noises, no flapping like Mark said. He didn't have any flapping or anything last night. So
And your flap didn't happen because your magic use of stick thingy?
magic use of stick thingy.
Yeah, in the front.
Oh, I took out the magic stick thing and shoved a
Pool noodle.
thing down in there. No, it's the bathroom shelter that folds up like
Oh,
a
yeah.
shade.
Yeah.
It fit perfectly in there, so I just slid.
Oh, there you go. All right.
So,
So the bathroom shelter fit right in there. Everything worked out great there.
so that would add to the minus. Yeah.
That's the minus part
That would
also
add
with
to
the
the
flapping.
minus.
So basic plan for today is just let everything dry out before we go. We're not in a hurry, so let the sun come up a little bit further and dry everything out and then pack it up, and then we'll roll on to our next site, which is apparently only an hour away. So we're pretty far south in Oklahoma right now. We're at the Atoka Wildlife Management Area in Atoka, Oklahoma, if you're wondering where we are.
Come visit.
Yeah, come visit.
And who did we meet yesterday?
Hunter, the
Hunter.
biologist.
Yeah, Hunter and his co-worker, nice guys.
You drive around with one brake light, so
Personal vehicle.
yeah, and it's a personal vehicle that had only one brake light. So you're in southeast Oklahoma, it's pretty much a given. You'd be lucky if there are any brake lights, maybe. I don't know. And so Larry's got breakfast. He's getting us started over there. Pancakes this morning.
Kodiak cakes, wilderness cakes, whatever you want to call them.
Kodiak Wilderness Cakes, whatever you want to call them. That seems like a really overly long name.
Oh, well, it's all marketing. I didn't market it.
And what about the coffee, Larry?
Not a coffee drinker.
Oh, non-coffee drinker.
Not a coffee drinker.
Non-coffee drinker.
Coffee drinkers sucking it up this morning.
So I'm a little surprised Mark didn't bring us a little to make us some French press.
Yeah, I was thinking about, can I actually bring the Keurig and plug it in?
Yes, you can. I have a plug in my truck.
I got one of mine.
You could bring a Keurig.
But then this afternoon when my wife went for her cup of coffee, she'd be pissed.
All right, so overlanding companies out there, we need a overland version of the Keurig that doesn't cost $4,000. So get right on that, everyone. Because if you put overland in front of Keurig, that's $500.
Yeah.
Just for the word overland, it's probably $450 of that.
My wife asked me what's the difference between overlanding and camping. I said, the cost.
That's right. So true, so true. All right, Larry's over there mixing away. He hasn't asked for any help yet, so we're just gonna let him do it.
Patience.
We're gonna have patience this morning, and I'm gonna drink some half lemonade and just sit here and enjoy. All right, more later. All right, we're on our way to Fort Towson. Thought I'd stop and take a short video here while the battery still lasts. And I think it's gonna be a water crossing. I'm hoping it is. Headed down this mountain for a little bit. Here we go. Getting down in the bottom of this here. Water crossing. Oh, no water on the bridge though. Nice. Oh, that's pretty. That's all right. All right, let me pay attention to this track. It's
You want a picture with your truck sitting there?
nah, no.
Sure.
Sure. You got a picture from there? We good? First casualty of the trip. Actually, any trip, because we've never had one of these before. But Mark lost a tire. It's gone flat. That's no fun, because it means a lot of work to get the spare out. Ugh.
You were.
The human torque wrench. Two of them I had 105, and that's where we set the breaker bar. So that ain't terrible. Good job, Eric. I only torqued.
You may have torqued them at 120.
But they stopped at 105.
But I stop at. You may have set it to 120.
Good point. Thank you for that math lesson.
Good try on the. I'm a stud.
It just said human torque wrench is all.
That's right.
You could set your torque wrench to 120 and see if you were right.
Yep, that's right.
By loosening them. Oh. There's something to be said for bumpers with tires on the outside. Anyway. Could be. Those tires are slightly different by 0.3. So, was that in inches or millimeters?
Inches.
Or inches? 0.3 inches different. Not enough to probably write home about.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out, and it's gonna be time for new tires. Let's show them. Oh, good Lord. Well, here's our failure on our Goodyear SRA Wrangler. One rock puncture too many. Went right
Man,
through.
I was kind of worried about it, and then I saw that kid running around on that in that car, and I thought, well, I know he didn't have all
Oh, good
terrain
gosh, no.
tires. I'm
No.
fine.
No, that car was.
I should have not been thinking.
Yeah, that car should not have been going as fast as he was going on that road anyway. This is pretty rough. All right, we're gonna button this back up. Okay, we're here. It has started. We got a lot of clouds though, so we're really kind of hoping that we get a break there. And but with my glasses on, I can actually see the moon traversing across it, so that's fairly fun. So I'm gonna use this camera probably to record the darkness when it happens. So that's probably what my plan is. But that's where we're at right now. Spent the morning being the parking guard for the facility, and you can see doesn't look like a lot of people here, but on the other side of that hill, about 75 cars with families piled up out there in the middle of the woods. So, or out on the plain there, in the parade ground. So yeah, going pretty good. Hoping the clouds will keep breaking up and we'll get to see some more. That's a little tiny piece left. Pretty close, couple minutes left. Oh, I think that's totality, I guess.
I know. I think they're a little early.
Yeah, they missed it. Maybe it is over there.
While they could see it. Maybe they fired the cannon off because they could see it. Well, there's supposed to be somebody that was pulling the cord, or
Yeah.
one tiny little sliver. Birds and the crickets are all still making noise.
Yeah.
Closing it off. You can almost see it. It's like this. Oh, this is cool.
Blue clouds.
Come on, clouds. Let's have a little break, clouds. Come on. Significantly darker.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
And that feels like temperature's dropping.
Yeah, temp dropped quite a bit.
Yeah, there it is. There's a sliver. We're still not quite there.
Yeah, I know it.
It's 144.
It's amazing how much light we're still getting
Yeah.
with that
Yeah.
tiny little bit that's
Tiny
left.
sliver of sun left on there. It is a creepy color out though. That's like
Yeah.
tornado color.
Look at shadows on the ground and
Yeah.
all.
Oh, this is
Now the
cool.
Now the birds are
Yeah.
Yeah,
quiet.
I mean, you could see it all around, around the glasses getting darker.
birds and the crickets. And
Oh, that's so cool. There it goes. There it goes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look up at it.
That's cool. Look at that. Take your glasses off. Look
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow. That is cool. Oh, that is so cool. A little ring in the sky. Little ring in the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. It is so dark. The light of the shop is on. Oh, that's so cool. Wow. It's so.
And that was, it took
You can
the
see
whole-
that. You
the
can see
stars.
Venus.
Yep. You can see
There's another star over here. Another planet over here.
Yeah.
Holy crap! How cool.
That's going to come up from behind the cloud and blind us all.
You can see the planets. Oh. All the birds stopped singing.
Yeah, there's no more crickets.
No crickets, no birds. One bird over here.
Yep, some birds. There's some birds.
Wow.
Yeah, bottom left. Go to the bottom like at 6 o'clock. Like a red dot.
Uh-huh.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's those clouds guys.
It's like, is that a solar flare? Is that what's...
Yeah. Well, they said it's a corona, so yeah, it should be.
That's so awesome.
Wow. 4 minutes of darkness in the middle of the day. This is super cool.
The red dot, that's what's awesome.
Yeah.
The red dot is really cool.
Tree frog? Yeah. That's so cool.
Is GoPro getting it good?
Yeah, I can see the ring. Wow.
Yeah, the red dot is just killing me. That's just so awesome.
Well, turn it on the TV or look on the channel tonight and see if they describe what
Talk
that
about
was,
what
because
it was.
everybody would have seen it
Yeah.
anywhere, at least around here.
Yeah, that's an awesome picture right there.
That's so awesome.
Birds.
Birds going to roost. Those are the egrets. Egrets and cranes
Gosh.
going to roost. Here we come out. We're coming out.
That's pretty bright right there.
Coming out of it.
Planets. Still see the planets. But it's amazing how much light we're getting.
Yeah, just that tiny sliver of sun lighting everything back up. But you can still see the planets like you said. That is so cool.
Just like somebody turned a street lamp on.
Yeah, that's what it, yeah, it does look like a street lamp. It sure does.
Like a street lamp. And it's just that smidge.
Yeah, we're back to watching it with the...
Just like sitting underneath a street lamp.
Look at the shadows going across the earth. Look at that, the reflection. Moving that way like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the camera's picking it up.
Shadow getting longer.
Wow. That was pretty cool, guys. That was pretty cool. That was worth the time spent to do it.
That's right. Absolutely.
Wow.
Now I'm getting a new set of tires out of it.
New set of tires and oh, so cool.
Okay, how long will it take for the first car to go by?
Yeah, when they leave.
People leave.
We're done, let's go.
That's right. It's over.
It's 1 minute and 37 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and the other team has the ball, and we're down by 90.
And they got the ball on them. Yeah, that's right.
And they're down by 90.
And they're about to score again.
Yeah, they're about to score. Yeah, I think we're done.
All right, we'll start popping some more stuff here and come back and look in a minute.
Yeah, this ended up being, in the end, the clouds all went away.
Yep.
Gal said she was going to pray for it. That usually works, is what she said.
Okay.
It's the only thing she can do. Pray. You go find her and tell her thanks. You did a good job of the prayer. How could it be perfectly still like this? This is crazy.
There you go. That's the first one.
Oh, first person's leaving already. Hey, we saw it. We're out. Let's go beat the traffic. Only slammed it in park. Oh, no, they're starting to get back up. Mosquitoes thought it was okay to come out and eat because I heard one just buzz around my ear.
However, they parked over there all by themselves. They've had to, there they go. Now they're backing up.
They went the wrong way or something. That
Well,
was fun.
For the volume of people that were expected,
Yes.
the weather kept people away.
And
Ended up being a good
they were the fools
spot.
and missed it. Yep.
Those gals, those girls from Yukon, it's like they were very disappointed when they came. What do you guys think the weather's going to do? We're like, we're not weathermen. We don't have a clue.
I lived in Oklahoma almost my whole life, and I'm not a weatherman, but I can play one on
We can
TV.
guess, just like you can.
But an average chance if the clouds are due, the sun's going to be shining behind them.
That's right.
The
Better than average chance.
in my head, I was thinking, right to left. But then, because I didn't even pay any attention to the actual path, which is from lower left to upper right.
Right.
And so,
Southwest to northeast.
yeah. And so, it went opposite of that. It started in the lower right, now it's going on the top left.
All right.
That was cool.
So it's
Been a good
opposite of the path because that's where the shade is.
I enjoyed it.
Hardly any clouds. I mean, there's nothing out there. And
Look
they're
at that.
supposed to have 90% chance of severe storms at like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah. And the bird started singing again.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah, the birds. Yeah, the birds. Oh, morning already, dear? That's pretty cool. All right, that's all for now. We're gonna get our camp packed up and start heading back to the city here pretty soon. So that's gonna be all. Thanks for joining us. Like and subscribe. Talk to you on this side. Indian Nation Turnpike, Daisy exit. Apparently somebody's in a wreck. We're down to 1 lane. And I saw it on the map when we were headed this way, but we couldn't get over to get off of our exit because of the traffic jam at the gate. And so we were in the wrong lane, and so we had to keep going. And we were trying to go around it, but that wasn't gonna happen. And this must be significant enough. There's the second emergency management person driving up there, so. We'll never get home. Never.